right, everyone. My name is Nikki, and I'm sitting here with Miss Bonnie. She's a patient of Dr. Benitez's, and she just wanted to come on live and tell you guys a little testimonial. First, Bonnie, I'm going to ask what it was that you were referred here for by your general dentist.
I had had some concerns for years about my teeth. I've never had good teeth, as you might say. I have a family history of bad experiences with dentists and teeth. Not that I didn't go to the dentist, but I've over the years had a number of teeth that had to be removed, or root canals, or a number of reasons. I wound up probably 10 years ago with a lower denture and an upper partial, and and I knew all this time that there was a process for getting implanted teeth.
Right.
I wasn't sure exactly what it was, but I did have a few friends who experienced it and said that's a good thing. You want to try it. And then I, by chance, my next door neighbor's son is a dentist, and he's a dental anesthesiologist.
Oh, wow.
And so he kept recommending to me that I should come to this particular practice, Dr. Luton's and Dr. Benitez, because he thought they could really be a direction for the future for me, for my teeth as I get older, and I have gotten older. So I took his advice and came, and it's probably one of the best things I've ever done in my life.
Well, thank you for saying so. So, just a little background here at our office. Once you finally came to see us, we saw you for the new patient exam and kind of laid out a treatment plan for you. Did you understand everything that was on your treatment plan as far as what the finances were, as far as what you were going to go through? Everything, all your questions answered?
They certainly were. I came to Dr. Luton's first, and he examined my teeth and immediately said he would recommend that I see Dr. Benitez because he thought he was the person who could handle my situation the best. That was a great decision on his part, and when I met Dr. Benitez and his personality and the feeling that I got of comfort and trust after he started explaining what I would be looking at, I knew I had come to the right place. It was all made very clear to me that this was not something we could do in a month.
Right.
It would take quite a while, particularly because it was determined that I would more than likely need a full set of implants, upper and lower. And that takes a while. Now I found out. It's been a couple of years for me, but it hasn't seemed that long because the process has been a very clear step-by-step, taken very carefully to make sure that I was healthy enough, that things were coming back, at the healing process for me was coming back at a good rate that assured my health, my general health as well as my dental health. So on top of that, I knew that it was not going to be an inexpensive experience, and that was made perfectly clear to me. I was given several options as how we could cover the finances. My husband and I had already made plans as to how this would be handled, so we were able to address it immediately and move forward. That was not a problem because it was made so clear as what our options would be.
Yeah.
So I felt very good and felt like I was in good hands, and I trusted the staff so much. They were so kind, so giving, so professional. I felt like I was in an office that had nothing but integrity, and therefore I stayed. I'm still here, and I'm nearing the end of the process. And I've had so many people, even though I've had some temporary implants, which is part of the stage, one of the stages, say something about, your teeth are just great, Bonnie. They look so good, and they don't even know that I've had implants.
Wonderful.
So it's a wonderful process.
Wonderful.
And, I've never been uncomfortable.
Great. So you had mentioned that you had seen Dr. Luton's first and then switched over to Dr. Benitez. Was that due in part just because of the complexity of your situation? You wanted to be under IV sedation, which Dr. Benitez offers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And how did that process go? You felt, you've already mentioned that you felt like your health was cared for, but they did a pretty thorough process whether or not you were a candidate?
The times that I had what you would call surgery were made perfectly clear that I would have IV sedation. I had no problem with that because they explained exactly what would go on. Dr. Benitez and his staff essentially gave me a physical. I mean, I had some blood work done. They checked my, heart. I had an EKG. I had all kinds of things that would double check to make sure that I would be healthy through this process. And I think I had 3 different surgeries or times when I had to be asleep, essentially. And from those, I had no negative reactions. I had no feeling sick. It was just all so smooth. And in fact, I'm one of those lucky ones, I guess. But I think it's because of who I was working with, that being Dr. Benitez and his staff, that really never had any pain.
Well, that's great. That's great.
I would highly recommend the practice due to the fact of the professionalism and integrity, but also the work that they do is so in-depth and so deeply explained to you in advance that you have no reason to be anxious about it because you know exactly what's going to happen.
Well, I thank you so much for, explaining everything that patients often do have concerns about, how, we lay out treatment plans pretty clear for everybody. And I just want to thank you for, not only going through the process in which you've done, but also giving the kind words that you have today as well.
I just give you the highest marks. It's been, on some levels, it's been fun because the staff's fun and Dr. Benitez is a joyful person, and it's brought a lot of joy to me, as well as I know that it's helping me so much in so many ways.
Right. Well, we thank you again.